bastard. Do you know who I am? I'm Mo Green. I made my bones when you were going out with cheerleaders.
Welcome to Air Wagner. The autumn wind is a pirate. No, that's the wrong one. It's autumn, and it's cooler, and it's getting colder. And what are we doing today, Jerry? We're going to Sacramento Executive, and I'm going to do it IFR, but I'm going to demonstrate how to do it with steam gauges. I'm going to simulate steam gauges on my G600 HSI. That's about as low as I can get, and no autopilot today. What's happening in Oakland today? Is it IFR? Well, the windows are fogged up, but I got them defroster on. Let's hear the weather officially here.
530. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 1000. Temperature 8. 2.7. Altimeter 3011.
Going up.
ILS and visual approach. Runways 30 and 28 right. Construction equipment is clear of the runway 12 approach and work area for FEC Northern 1/2502. Flow control to Los Angeles, Las Vegas. Contact clearance delivery for information. Taxiway Bravo closed between taxiway Bravo 1 and taxiway Romeo. Caution, bird near airport. Advise on initial contact. You'll have information Mike.
Okay, we have Mike. We're going to call Clarence. Clarence, good morning. Golden Eagle 5 and 3 Sierra Juliet VFR, IFR, SAC Executive, ready to copy Clarence. We have Mike.
Golden Eagle 5 1 3 Sierra Juliet, Oakland cleared to Sacramento Executive, Nimitz 5 departure, Victor to Victor 6, Sacramento direct, maintain 3000, expect 9,000 minutes after departure. Departure 120.9er, squawk 4545.
513 Sierra Juliet is cleared to Sacramento Executive on the Nimitz 5 radar vector is Victor 6 Sacramento direct, 3,000, 9,000 and 10 minutes, 120.9er, 4545 on the squawk.
Golden Eagle 3 Sierra Juliet, readback is correct, thank you.
3 Sierra direct, thank you. Got that. Let's talk the ground. Tell them we're IFR and ready to taxi. Ground, good morning, Golden Eagle 5 and 3 Sierra Juliet, Port of Ports, taxi IFR, Mike 28 right. Anybody home? Is there anyone at home?
And who else was calling from the Port of Ports?
5 and 3 Sierra Juliet, taxi IFR with Mike to 28 right.
All right, the Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet, Oakland ground runway 28 right, taxi via Delta Charlie.
28 right, Delta Charlie, 3 Sierra Juliet. She almost said left.
Boxer 1960, runway 30, taxi.
Beautiful day here.
Via
Good day to practice IFR. It's, you know, winter, autumn is upon us. Weather's changing. Hopefully, we're going to need, you're going to need your skills.
34 on whiskey for gate 3.
What's that? Is that a Piaggio just landed? Yep, looks like it. Got pusher props, just like the Velocity we saw go by the other day while we were waiting to take off.
Southwest 148, runway 30, taxi via uniform whiskey.
Man, I'm going right into the sun on the taxi. Let's put the shade down. So since I have the sun on my face and it's glary, I don't want to mess with anything else. I'm flying solo today, and therefore I don't have someone else to help me watch out or do the radios, so it's single pilot operation today. So I'm mentally thinking about the clearance. We got the Nimitz 5. I'll put it up. I've done it, you know, a few times before. It's basically a 315 heading, and then a vector on course to Victor 6, then to Sacramento VOR, then direct. Sacramento VOR also happens to be, I think it's the final approach phase. It's called CB on the GPS, but we're doing the ILS today. And 3,000, 9,000 in 10 minutes. I don't think we're going to get 9,000 because it's such a short flight, but who knows? So what we'll do is I'm going to do my checklist, and I'm not going to show it because you want to see a checklist. There's a lot of videos that have the checklist. I'm going to do the checklist, And during the radio setup, I'm going to put in the departure. And because we're trying to simulate that this is like a steam gauge trip without GPS. So we're gonna do that. We're warmed up. All important checklist time. All important checklist complete. So
Sir, 1960 Oak Tower, runway 30, line up and wait. The traffic on 4 mile.
We're going to go over here. We're going to change the CDI. We're going to do the we're going to go to Oakland.
Line up and wait. Traffic 4 mile final. Be ready.
We're going to do the Oakland VOR, and yes, it IDs it over here. But for those of you that are learning, you got to also listen to the Morse code. Okay, OAK, and the it's 022 for the course. So 022 is what we'll put on for a course, and we're going to put the heading bug on 315, and we're going to climb. Our instructions are 3,000, so we can put it. We're not using the autopilot, so we can use the heading bug here to 3,000. And then 9,010 minutes, 18.3. He's doing both frequencies. Tower, good morning. 513 Sierra Juliet, 28 right, ready IFR.
513 Sierra Juliet, Oak Tower. The wind is calm. Runway 28 right, clear for takeoff.
28 right, clear for takeoff. 3 Sierra Juliet. Okay, time check. Transponder check. Traffic check. We'll check the DG on the runway. Got my hands on the mixer. We want fuel flow and then airspeed. Full mixture. Long runway here, so we're gonna add power on the roll. Nice and smooth and slow. And then you firewall it. And what do we got? We got high 40s, we go to the airspeed. 70, 80, 95. Tap the brakes. Boy, it's light. I only have 100 gallons of fuel. Tap the brakes, pull the gear up. Pitch for blue line. And right turn on course to 315. That'd be the heading bug. Went up 2 degrees past it.
Golden Eagle 3 Sierra Juliet. Verify establishment 315 heading.
315 heading for 3 Sierra Juliet.
3 Sierra Juliet, thanks for that. Contact NorCal departure. Good day.
Go to NorCal, so long, 3 Sierra Juliet.
Okay, restricted.
Cessna 14008 NorCal departure. Roger. Once you're north of the Bay Bridge, you can resume on navigation.
Beautiful day out.
It'll be your discretion once you pass the Bay Bridge, and pay attention.
All right, ONAV and altitude our discretion once we're west of the bridge, and we're going to be doing air work in the San Pablo Bay, kind of near San Rafael, so if you want to hand us off to Oakland, there's right.
Cessna 008, Roger.
NorCal, good morning. Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet. Checking on 315, leaving 2,000 for 3,000.
Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet, NorCal departure, radar contact, I maintain 5,000.
5,000, 3 Sierra Juliet. Okay, change the up to 5,000. Some moron yelling at me here. Oh, beautiful day. Too bad I can't turn for you to see it. All right, I'm going to add a little rudder trim since we're all manual here.
Golden Eagle 3 Sierra Juliet, turn right direct Collie, join Victor 6.
Direct to Collie, join Victor 6, 3 Sierra Juliet. Okay, because I filed as golf, now we have to use, oh, so now I don't even have Collie in here. Oh, yeah, I do. There's Collie. So let's just get the heading for it. Collie, boom. Activate. So Collie is a 045 heading. So we're going to put our heading bug on 045 and then wait for the needle to come in. I will put the nose down a little bit, climb a little shallower. Oh boy, is that sun bright. All right, I got you. I hear you for the 57th time. So if you didn't have GPS, you would get a vector to intercept. And And then we're going to want the ILS because we're simulating steam gauges. So while I'm somewhat stabilized...
3 Sierra Juliet, did you want to go all the way up to 9 or you just want to stay at 5?
3 Sierra Juliet, just like to stay at 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't ask for 9. Got a headwind today too. Okay. So we've got a few more feet. So let's go ahead and go to SAC and let's load the procedure. Approach ILS 02, vectors. We'll go coops because that's on this side, and then we'll load the approach. So we
approach Cessna 63.
So we have it in there.
4,500 climbing 5,000 heading 300.
Cessna 63419 NorCal approach. Roger. The Oakland altimeter is 3011.
See, as I was loading the approach and all, I slid off my director collie.
Cessna 008. Just remain north and west of the.
All right, there's my 200 marker for. So you can see when you're flying single pilot.
North and west of the Bay Bridge.
You know, it's busy. You're busy. It's easy to get distracted and get behind the plane. So now let's put the trim down. And you can see the autopilot's off because these aren't lit up. We're going to go with 5,000 and wait for calling.
Cessna 419, I'll have direct Santa Rosa here in about 5 miles.
045 is our vector to intercept. Let me get stabilized here for a second. And so you see that we're going towards the needle that we ID'd for Oakland. And that's Victor 6. You know, in a twin Cessna, you have to manage the fuel, manage the temperatures, fly the airplane. You know, this is without an autopilot. This is why, you know, it's a lot of people like it because they get to fly instead of just sitting on the autopilot. Now, okay, the needle's coming off the wall here, so we have to intercept it. And we'll start to turn on it. Come on, push that nose down. You're just letting that creep up. Oh, there you go. Coming in.
NorCal radio.
You know, we're doing 196 knots. True. Plane's got a lot of momentum.
2000, the Oakland altimeter is 3012.
Now here comes the airway.
2000 radio.
At Cawley.
419er, proceed direct to Santa Rosa Airport.
Direct Santa Rosa Airport, 63419.
And if you look at the altimeter, it doesn't move much.
3 Sierra Juliet, contact Travis approach 119er.9er.
Travis 199, 3 Sierra Juliet, thanks and good morning.
Yeah.
Travis Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet, checking on 5,000 on the airway.
Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet, Travis approach, Travis altimeter 3009er.
30 Juliet, 3009er. So, all right, so 5,000 on the airway, coordinated. What's the plane want to do? It wants to go right wing low. So we're going to add a little trim here, a little aileron trim. Okay, sneak a peek at my gate. My temps are good. We're going to do the scan. Gonna have to maybe put the glasses on, get this out of the way. Now there's a switchover point where you switch to the, I think it's a rejoin, where the switch is. Yeah, there's a symbol here. I don't want to show it to you. There's a symbol here for rejoin. When we get to, it's a DME from Oakland. On most airways, the switchover point from one VOR to the other is at the halfway point. If you see that symbol that looks like a Z, well, it's a line, a cross, it's a vertical, horizontal, vertical. If you see that line,
here is the symbol at rejoin that represents the switchover where you stop navigating from Oakland and start navigating from SAC. 34 DME from Oakland is the switchover point, and 20 DME from Sacramento is the switchover point.
That's your switchover point because it's not a halfway point, and the airway takes a slight turn. Now we got to get SAC's weather, don't we? Sacramento Executive, I know it's 25.5. 125.5.
Executive Airport Information Romeo, time 13530. wind 300 at 5, weather better than 5,005. Temperature 8, dew point 1, altimeter 3009er.
Okay, same.
Visual approach, landing and departing runway 30.
30.
Airport advisories, huge caution for birds in the vicinity of the airport. Departures requesting VFR flight following advised ground control prior to taxi. Advised control in this contact for information Romeo.
Romeo. Okay. So we're still on the altitude and just a half a dot off on the airway. Okay, ILS checklist. Load the approach. We got the approach loaded. Brief approach plate. Let's go over to here. Let's approach, climb to 600 and left turn. So my side is 1600, direct to the VOR. Looking at the crossings, SAC VOR at 1500. Outside of that, 1500. It's all valley.
5223 and say altitude and altitude climbing 2.
Okay, tune and ID frequency. Okay. We can't tune and ID it because we're still on the airway until they give us a something different. Set minimums. What were minimums? That was part of the brief that I missed. So minimum is 294. So let's go ahead and do the menu. Set minimums, enter. You don't have it in your avionics. You have to write it down, remember it, set a little reminder, notepad, write it down. 294.
Whoa, Jerry. 294 is for the straight in. We're doing the circling. All right, I got a little ahead of myself, but stick around. You'll see that it worked out in the end.
All right, 5,000 on the VO. After all that, still 5,000 on the airway. A little bit of right rudder. Don't need a right rudder.
November 3 Sierra Juliet traffic, 11 o'clock, 5 miles south-southwestbound, PA30, level 4,500.
3 Sierra Juliet, looking for the traffic.
68 Yankee traffic, 11 o'clock, 5 miles north-northeastbound, Golden Eagle, level 5,000.
Hey, looking for traffic, 68 Yankee.
November 783 Mike Kilo, contact approach 126.6, good day.
126.6, 3 Mike Kilo.
And 68 Yankee.
Traffic, 11 o'clock, low, 2 miles.
Traffic has you in sight.
Traffic in sight for 3 Sierra Juliet also. Will maintain visual separation now, less than a mile, 10 o'clock.
68 Yankee, traffic has you in sight as well.
All right, so we're coming up on Rejoy, which is I can see it on my chart. And so I know if I had DME that it would be the switchover point. You can see here where it kind of turns over, kind of makes a turn. So we're going to turn with it, and I'm going to switch to the VOR, and then I got to see what the outbound heading is, 19 or 5. So we got to put 195 for the course on the bottom, 18, 19 or 5. So it's a little bit of a change. You know, it's good practice to do this because what if you're using another plane or you go somewhere?
November 513 Sierra Juliet, descend and maintain 3,000. Contact NorCal approach 125.25.
3 Sierra Juliet, 2525 and down to 3,000. Thanks and good morning.
Good morning.
All right, we're going to set our altitude here at 3,000, Bug. Okay, good morning, Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet, checking on here, descending for 3,000, leaving 5,000.
Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet, NorCal, approach, verify information, Sierra, Sacramento altimeter 3012, say approach request.
Okay, 3 Sierra Juliet, we had a Romeo, and ILS for 02 would be requested today.
Golden Eagle 3 Sierra Juliet, Roger, and you're 5 miles from Coops, cross Coops at or above 3,000. Cleared ILS for runway 2, approach circle runway 30.
Okay, Coops at or above 3,000 and cleared for the approach, circle land, runway 30, 3 Sierra Juliet. Okay, we're going to Coops
Victor, change to
at 3,000. Let's start reducing power. Now we got to switch it to the localizer. There's a switch to the localizer. We should. All right, that's the ID. Here comes our glide slope. Localizer, so coops at, we're above 3,000. We're down to 4,300. We're going to keep lowering the manifold pressure.
9916, turn 10 degrees right, vector 4 traffic.
And we're going to circle the land for 30, which would be this runway here. So we're going to do our Papa Guns pressurization check. Air conditioner never had it on, prop sync never had it on, auxiliary pumps on, gas on mains.
Check 1920 Foxtrot.
Okay, we're coming up on 3,000 till coops.
916, going out southbound from Jackson West over 125.1.
Right, so we're going to stop here at 3,000. We're on the localizer, 3,000. Localizer, 3,000. We're going to let this come in. We're below it. Keep producing power because we're doing 180 knots ground true airspeed. So gas check undercarriage, not yet.
4 Papa Victor, IFR cancellation received.
Wow, headwind of 24.
Change approved.
Making a slow approach, isn't it? Alright, so after coops, we can go down.
30 Juliet, contact exec tower 119.5, good day.
19.5 for the tower, 30 Juliet, thanks and good morning.
Morning.
Tower, good morning, Gold Eagle 530 Juliet, checking in with you on the ILS. Circle land 30.
Gold Eagle 5130 Juliet exec tower. Wind's variable at 4 knots out of the northwest. Runway 2 is available. Or do you prefer to circle?
I prefer to land straight in runway 2 if it's available for 30 Juliet.
Golden Eagle 5130 Juliet exec tower, straight in runway 2, clear to land.
Straight in runway 2, clear to land, 30 Juliet, thanks. Okay, so now we're clear to land runway.
Opposite exec tower. Proceed as requested. Cross runway 12, hold short runway 20.
So you can see we're really crab here. So it's 1,500 inside of coops. So we're kind of just creeping down here to catch the ILS. When the glide slope comes in, that's a good key that I like to use for putting the gear down. So gas check. We're on mains.
County Ops, proceed on runway 20, exit Alpha for opposite direction traffic just outside the VOR.
That wind is really blowing us over. 23 crosswind. And the crossing at the VOR is 1,500. Okay, here comes the glide slopes. Put the gear down. Look at the crab angle. Holy mackerel. All right, undercarriage, gas check undercarriage. 1, 2, 3 greens, mixers up.
Continue to Juliet.
So we'll take this down to the minimums of 297 or 294. Still crab like crazy.
Continue to Kilo.
87 across the ground. That's slow as this plane has been.
County Ops, continue to the end.
Add a little power. So if you look out the front window, you can see that crab angle. Crazy.
County Ops,
we just flipped the VOR. You can see that was a VOR that's flipped. If you had a second VOR, you'd know that. So we're on the glide slope at the final approach fix. And we're going to write it down, 1360. We're going to write it down to 294. You can round up to 300 if you don't remember the 294. So, you know, you might say he was a little sloppy, not inside the final approach fix. I'm locked in now. Getting to the final approach fix, waiting for the glide slope to come in, but now we're locked in. We're at 1,000 feet, simulating that we're full IFR. I got 3 greens, mixers are up. I got 10 flaps. We're well within full flap speed. We'll put in the full flaps now. Usually I don't do the full flaps until the missed approach point, in case we have to miss, but I'm doing it now. A lot of them teach that you put it in earlier for configuration. You can milk them up on the miss if you have to. All right, 860, 840, 800, 294 is what we're looking for. Good speed. On the glide slope, so like I say, glide slope, localizer, localizer, glide slope, localizer, glide slope. Crosswind is diminishing here, so we have to correct that. 600. $500, bleeding off a little bit of speed, add just a tad of power. 440. 400.
County ops approved.
Minimums.
Okay, minimum. Out the window now. Okay, got it. Okay, gas check indicator. You got 3 grains. Mixtures up. Cross where you want them. And we're gonna land straight in for 2. And I got a green window out the window. Okay, you gotta change now to VFR. So you're looking out the window, looking for a PAPI, looking to land. $4,000 feet of runway left. And we're down. Tower 30 available for taxi down to autopilot.
Golden Eagle 5130 Juliet, affirmative, turn left down runway 30, taxi to Charlie and to the exec auto.
30 Juliet, thanks a lot, and thanks for runway 2.
No problem. About another hour, it would be unavailable with the winds expected to gust to 25.
Yeah, they're at altitude at 3,000 or 2,500. They were like crosswind of 26 or so.
Roger that. Thank you. Canada 64 Fox Echo, exec tower, runway 20, taxi via Bravo and Mike, cross runway 30.
So that was a hand-flown IFR. Thanks for riding along.
Is it worth it? I mean, you've won. Do you want to wipe everybody out?
I don't feel I have to wipe everybody out, Tom. Just